Hello, thanks for being in a new video. This time I have unboxing of the Xiaomi 15. We must begin. This device is the base model of the Xiaomi 15 series. It has also arrived in Mexico in conjunction with the Ultra model. This has been announced at a launch price of 24,999 pesos. On screen you see the reference price in other currencies so you have an idea. But remember that the prices here are not the same as there. I remind you that this is not just the base model of the series, but also the most compact, making it one of its main attractions. Initially we see this small box, however. I must mention that the edition I'm showing isn't the one sold in Mexico. Next, we find the key to remove the tray, followed by the USB-A to USB-C cable, which is not the version sold in Mexico. Appears very modern in that regard. Additionally, we encounter the quick guides and the traditional papers that have been around forever. And finally, we come across the case, which is noteworthy because it is solid and not transparent. It is also flexible, not overly rigid, which is a positive aspect as it means it won't yellow over time. It's quite nice that it comes included in the box. However, in this particular case, there is no charger included in the box. But as I mentioned, this is not the version that will be available for sale in Mexico. Fortunately, in Mexico, it will be sold with the charger included in the box. However, in other countries, this option will come without the charger. So be sure to ask in your country to know which version is being sold. Let's take the cell phone out of its box, and we directly encounter this small protection that already details some of the outstanding specifications this device will have, which we will learn about below. But first, let me remove this protection. And that's it. Let's also remove this sticker, and definitely, as I anticipated, one of its most attractive points is how common it can be. Having a similar size to the iPhone 16 and similar to the Galaxy S25 in its basic configurations. Let's turn on the device while we save the contents of the box, because as you can see, it is everything that came included. Then it will simply take me a few more seconds. And well, it is already configured here in my hands. As you realize, if it's compact, some might call it Xiaomi 15 mini. We're going to find a thickness of 8mm and it weighs 191 g. Despite being compact, it's not characterized as ultra slim or ultra light, but fortunately it appears to not make as many sacrifices on the battery. In this case, it has IP68 against water and dust. It passed the test of being submerged at a depth of 1.5 meters for 30 min. So for accidental drops in water, you are not going to have any problems. The screen is 6.36 inches, makes the most of the size of the device and has a resolution of 2670 x 1200 pixels, giving very good level of detail. It also has a refresh rate from 1 to 120 Hz with automatic adjustment and has a maximum peak brightness of 3200 nits when viewing HDR content. So it's a display that definitely delivers on what one would expect from a high-end display. It also offers stereo sound with a speaker at the bottom and another in the earpiece area for calls. As a first impression, the sound seems adequate. The front camera is 32 megapixels with f-aperture 2.0, but fixed focus before taking the picture, the preview still looks overexposed. Afterwards, the result is nice, but it won't be the best camera in the category because it has fixed focus. I think that's one aspect where Xiaomi needs to improve if it wants to completely conquer the high-end. Fortunately, this front camera can indeed record in 8K at 60 frames per second, although if you use HDR, it should be in 4K at 30 frames per second. On the back, we'll find three cameras. First is the 50 megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera with AP, aperture f2.2. At a focal length equivalent to 14mm, although in this case, fixed focus. Then we are looking at the 50 megapixel main camera with aperture f1.62, optical stabilization and autofocus. And finally 60mm telephoto camera that is 2.6x approximately optical zoom with f2.2 aperture. Optical stabilization and autofocus plus macro capabilities. So let's see more or less the results. I think in terms of color rendition, highlights and shadows, it immediately looks the Leica setting with sharp shadows. The primary camera continues to maintain the same color rendition and we still observe high quality photography. Following this, we notice the 46mm crop within the sensor, which preserves optical quality even though it's digital zoom and it looks quite impressive. Then you are viewing the 60mm photograph, where we are now utilizing this particular lens. Finally, photograph at 120mm, which is approximately 5 times zoom, still displays very good quality. Now you're checking out the 10x zoom, and even though it's digital zoom, I believe it still performs quite well. At this point, you're viewing 693 mm, which is equivalent to 30x digital zoom. Here, you don't observe as much detail in the image anymore, but I think for a device that isn't Xiaomi's top-tier model, it still delivers quite well. The maximum zoom available is 60x, where you can already see a slightly more forced image. I believe it lacks a high level of detail, so I would consider 30x to be the practical maximum zoom, still with good quality. In the review, we'll see more examples of how these cameras work, but initially I think they look good, especially since it's a compact device for video recording. And note that you can get up to 60 frames per second at 4K with any of the cameras. In fact, you can also record at 8K up to 30 frames per second, but only with the main camera. And it also comes with Master Cinema, which allows you to record with even more advanced color adjustment. By the way, on the photographs, I had forgotten to tell you that it has vibrant Leica and authentic Leica for different color and shade renditions. The battery is 5240 mAh. Theoretically, it is a bigger battery even than what other devices offer that are bigger, so it is impressive what they have achieved in theory. You would have to see it in real life and in practice. In the review, I will tell you the tests I will do to find out if it really is a battery that delivers as it seems. It supports 90 watts charging. The charger is included in some regions and not in others. It also supports wireless hypercharge of 50 watts. And well, if in your region the original charger is not included, obviously it is advisable to buy the original Xiaomi 90 watts charger, but also supports other fast charging protocols such as Quick Charge 3.0 of Qualcomm also. It supports the version 3.2.0 and also power delivery in its versions 3.2. So even if you do not buy the original Xiaomi charger, you can have more or less fast charging, but if you want the fastest possible, you need the original charger. The device comes with HyperOS 2.0 running on Android 15 and also brings Google's Gemini artificial intelligence functions. It also has Google Circle to search, like the editor integrated into the keyboard, as well as background generation display. Additionally, we are going to discover advanced photo editing features utilizing generative artificial intelligence, which will allow us to refocus, extend the framing, delete objects, and even generate videos. Moreover, we will come across the transcription of your voice recordings, which includes summaries and the recognition of different speakers. This is in addition to interpretation through translation with artificial intelligence, as well as call translation or the generation of subtitles in real time. Many of these features are appealing, though they all need an internet connection. Additionally, we will find an ultrasonic fingerprint reader that is really impressive, very quick, and functions without producing light. It even works if your finger is somewhat damp. Furthermore, we will come across the version with 16 GB of RAM and 512 GB of storage, which is excellent. However, this can potentially increase the price a bit more, and it doesn't provide as much flexibility as other options might. And finally, we see the Snapdragon 8 Elite as the processor in this device. It's a super powerful processor, and if you're into numbers, take a look at this. In single core, it scored 2,984 points, while in multi-core, it reached 9,128 points in the Geekbench test. This means it achieved even higher numbers than what we observed in the Xiaomi 15 Ultra, which is quite impressive. In compact devices, performance is usually a bit lower due to potential heating issues. But in this case, just like in the Ultra model, this one also features the Xiaomi Ice Loop system. However, in this case, the specifications mention that they are of the wing type. Of course, this is something we can't see with the naked eye since it's inside, but it appears that the cooling system functions quite effectively. At least it achieves a higher score in benchmark tests. In Antutu, it scored a remarkable 23,18,806 points. This clearly indicates that it's going to be a very powerful device. However, I do wish that the manufacturer could harness the potential of this processor a bit more effectively, providing us with a greater range of artificial intelligence capabilities that are executed directly on the device itself, eliminating the necessity to access the cloud. However, in this particular instance, all functions do require an internet connection. Keep in mind that in the full review, we will conduct many additional tests and provide more in-depth information. So, I encourage you to look forward to that content when it is released. For now, we have arrived at the conclusion of this video. If you enjoyed it, please let us know, and we look forward to seeing you next time.